Target and Touch software is designed to help children learn to use a touch screen. It teaches them to target and touch single, multiple and moving objects and is an ideal introduction to early ICT. It also helps develop visual and coordination skills for those who need extra help.
The Target and Touch range of software has been designed to help children develop the ability to use touchscreens. Touchscreens are becoming increasingly common and a popular way of accessing computers. For example, Touch Anywhere. We can have a choice of options. I'm going to choose to have a displayed grid. You'll see what happens in a moment. Move on and looking at another option that's available, and in this case we are giving a target, so we no longer are able to touch anywhere. We have to find a target and touch it. We have to find and touch. It's important when we're encouraging a child to use a touch screen that we present them with a definite target to begin with, and only make it easier if we find that's too hard for them. Otherwise, the child will develop the habit of touching the screen anywhere. Scattered objects. We have to locate objects which will appear around the screen, but this time, further options. Again, we can choose random pattern, the level. The objects can appear one at a time or they can appear all at once. We'll have the harder option appearing all at once, and we'll have 4 objects. Now, we have to touch them all before we get a reward. Much harder because we have to remember the ones we have touched already and find the remaining one that we haven't touched.
Target and Touch software is perfect for interactive plasma screens, the Tilt and Touch or touch monitors such as the Inclusive One Touch, an all-in-one touch PC designed for the classroom.
Target and Touch Music is the second program in the series and in some ways follows on from Target and Touch Patterns. It contains some of the same activities but also introduces some new skills. So in the Touch It option, we have the chance just to touch and make the musician play when he appears. We also have a new skill introduced. Hopefully we'll already have met the various musicians and their instruments, and in this case we can try to guess which instrument. I think it's a guitar. We go back to the menu and look at the next activity. This is an important skill because this time we're being presented with a more complex task. The level, we're going to have all our musicians on the screen at once, and we're going to have 4 of them. The skill we're looking at here is left to right tracking. So we touch each musician in turn. If we go out of turn, nothing happens. And when we've got all 4 of them, we get our reward. This time we're going to touch our musician and he goes towards the spotlight. Touch again and they play when they're in the spotlight. We can use the arrow keys to step through the choices, so maybe working with the child we can help them to find their favourite musician, and when they get them they can touch the screen and get them to play. For the last activity we're introducing an important new skill, that is the need to be able to drag things around the screen. It requires much better finger control than just touching. We can take them round. The job is to get them into the spotlight and then
Target and Touch Patterns and Target and Touch Music provide all the motivation needed to encourage each child to use the touchscreen successfully.